They were just popping up right
Yeah,
now.
okay, guys. You saw a little bit.
And then it just
Okay.
popped up, yeah.
So 10, 9, 8,
Fuck
7,
that.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Word on the Street podcast. It's motherfucking episode 31 today.
God damn. No, it's 30.
30?
Yeah, this is Steph Curry, remember? Last
Oh,
week.
yeah, yep. The Steph
Yeah.
Curry episode. Wait, because don't we have one ahead? So this would be 31, no?
No.
Are you sure?
No. No, because I remember, wasn't it last weekend? Or like next week's going to be Steph Curry?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe.
I think it is 31, honestly.
Honestly,
I
you
think
might be. You
30
actually
will
might be right.
Yeah.
Well, 31.
What is well, whatever. You guys know. If I'm wrong, comment down below. I don't give a fuck. Welcome back to episode 31 of the Word on the Street podcast.
Yeah.
We are here. It's a nice Sunday.
Good afternoon.
You can hear the birds chirping outside. You can hear the crackheads cracking.
That's me.
How was your day yesterday? What did you do?
It was good. And we're gonna get right into it. So yesterday we had our event.
Yes.
The organized or at the Source store. And then
The
with
Source
organized
block party?
movements, it was like the Source block party / organized movements block party. It was cool. It was a really great turnout. I think we were there all day from 9 to 7.
Yeah.
Clocked in a full fucking shift at work, you know.
Yeah, clocked in. Got some good tacos after.
Yeah, good ass tacos,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out Tacos Lopez. Give us a sponsorship, yo.
Yeah.
We'll do a vlog at your taco spot.
A whole podcast
A
episode.
whole, yeah.
Just a live podcast. Fucking Tacos Lopez.
Shawty was staring at me at the taco shop.
The girl behind us?
No, the one that was like yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I had to say something before I did that because the whole time she was staring, yo.
Bro, this guy's a Rizzler. Let me tell you, bro.
No.
Fucking crazy, bro.
I'm MBG. I'm big MBG out here.
Nobody buys gardens. He grows them, bro.
Yeah.
And then I changed it for you. No, but yeah, and then we had the event. We set up like around 9 or 10. We were pretty ready pretty early, honestly.
Yeah.
We didn't run around as much. I mean, I felt like I still ran around a lot, but it wasn't like stressful running around. It was more like helping everybody else out.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool. And I did have like time, like I went and got you the sandwich. I went to the smoke shop, and then we just step away, you know.
There was a couple times where we can't walk away. It wasn't
Yeah.
like we were stuck there. It's not like the sneaker convention where I feel like that's because I feel like there people can't steal from you, right? But like at the sneaker convention, it's more like
Wasn't it last year when they tried to
steal
take
my
your bear? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just a little harder.
And I
it's
think
like,
I think it's actually easier
like-
to steal from a smaller store like that.
yeah,
I
probably.
feel like-
But like yesterday, it's not like people were doing that.
No,
and,
yeah.
And everyone was the homies and shit.
The vibes were
So
there,
you're
yeah.
cool, you know. But when you're at a convention, you're like watching out for everybody.
just like-
You know, you're kind of like.
And then actually, you're right though. It wasn't as stressed, like, because I was thinking that the whole week coming up to the event, I was like, fuck, like we're gonna have someone watching the shoes, you know, like it's gonna be. But actually, it wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah.
And there was enough people inside that were part of the event that were
looking out.
to look out, yeah.
So it was good. It was a good time though. I feel like we did, like you said, have a couple times you could step away, you know, use the bathroom if you needed to and shit. Cause sometimes you can't even use the bathroom at these fucking events, bro. You gotta piss in the cup in the back, you know.
Bro, the line was long too, anyways. It was like to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Every
true.
time, like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. I did have to go to the back once or twice, and then I ran in the smoke shop once or twice.
Yeah, bro. But it was good.
Yeah.
You did good, bro. You were slanging.
Thank you. You were too, bro. Honestly, bro, fucking we killed it.
fucking
I'm not
did.
even gonna
That
lie.
was
We did
good.
really good.
Good
It was sick to see all the other brands there too. They did really well. I think like More About Nothing they did great. They came out with some crazy ass shit.
They
like
did, bro.
I mean, I don't know if we can talk about it because it's all unreleased.
Yeah.
So
Well, we probably won't. But let's just say they had some cool bottoms. They
yeah,
had cool
I tried them on today.
accessories. Oh, did they fit well?
Yeah, they fit well. They actually fit nice. I was gonna wear them, but I was like, all right, that's doing too much.
Nice. Yeah, they had cool bottoms. They had cool accessories. They had some tees, cool tees too. Some unreleased like samples that they were selling there too.
Oh, nice.
Some good stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Krusty Wizard.
Krusty Wizard was it? That was my first time meeting him.
Yeah,
And so
he's killing it.
cool ass guy. I think he had
Really
some
good
cool
stuff.
ass shit going.
Yeah.
My favorite hat that he had was the one made with all the tags.
Yeah,
That was fire.
that's cool.
Dude, shit like
did you see the
that.
tags, the pants that he made that had the tags going down the seam of the leg?
No, and it
Yeah,
just like
It's just like little tags.
hangs
like,
out.
Yeah, they're like cut and then like all the way down the seam of the leg.
Damn.
It had the tags.
Damn, no,
That's
that's
cool.
fire. It's crazy to think like the scale of that should be so much bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Of like that guy. Just that one guy should have so much more.
Yeah, for real. And And then Soul by Ahmed was there. Shout out them.
Yeah,
They're
good to
super
see them
cool.
again.
Yak and Slade had their clothing brand, like a collab that they did, a
Yeah,
T-shirt. Sold out
I
like
don't want to
crazy.
botch their Instagram
Yeah, I don't
name.
either, but I don't know what it
I don't know
is.
what it
But
is.
I
Yeah,
just know that they did a cool collab tee, killed it.
sold out like first hour or
Yeah,
two,
literally,
literally
they were
off.
just, and they stayed. That was a cool thing. Like, they stayed even though they sold out. They were still,
Yeah,
there
the
with
whole time
vibes
the
and
event.
shit. So
Yeah,
that was cool. And then of course Keegan had his shoes. Gooba had his zip ups, unreleased zip ups. I don't want to go too into detail. I'll let
thank
you
you.
go into it if you want to. But some
Yeah,
unreleased zip ups, some tees. I had a bunch of unreleased shit. Basically everything I had there, but like 3 items was all unreleased shit. Everything other than that,
fire.
the only thing that was like not unreleased was like the pillows, the hoodlum homies, the rolling trays, and the shorts.
Yeah,
Other than that, everything else I had there was unreleased shit. And then at the sneaker convention that's coming up, we're gonna have even more unreleased shit. So like that's gonna be cool. And then going to the back, we had the baking lady.
oh yeah,
Oh, well, Uprock too. Uprock
oh
had
yeah.
really
Uprock
cool
got their
hats
stuff.
too. Like
Yeah,
you'll have to pass through Uprock to get to the back. So Uprock had a bunch of cool shit. All the graffiti supplies were in store. Everything that you needed, they had everything. They dropped a new fitted too. It was pretty cool fitted.
that's fire.
Go to the back. They had a baking lady. She had all the sweets, everything you could ever need.
Bro, she sold out.
Yeah, she said that she quit her job the day before,
Oh yeah,
and then she had that event, and that like was her first sellout ever. So shout out that lady.
believing in it.
Yeah, where she believed in herself, and look, it paid off.
That was
You walk down the
cool.
stairs, you had like ambitious apparel.
Yeah,
They were there. Shout out them. They make like gym wear and stuff. There was like a wall to do graffiti, so people can like get up if you wanted to. If you have some cans, or you can buy some cans at Uprock.
yeah,
Then you had Worldwide Hippie, and then like a DJ booth right there too. And then you had the little homies that had the vintage, right?
yeah,
And then you had SLC Flyware after them, along with SLC Fit Check. They were, I think, one whole booth together or
yeah.
something like that. And then they had the other shoe vendor that was on the other side, and then sold out coffee.
Oh
And
yeah.
then they had the other homies that was selling like the custom jewelry and a little bit of
I think
vintage
it's
too.
punk jewelry.
Yeah, that was super cool. All
Oh,
custom jewelry and stuff. One time they showed me this stuff that they had. It was like an actual tooth in the like, yeah, it was crazy, and like a bone, like a chicken bone and stuff. Like it was
what the
crazy, bro.
fuck?
Yeah, they make some cool shit.
That's
Um,
wild.
yeah, and I think that was really everything. I think I got everyone.
Yeah, and
I don't
then
know the
we just had a food truck. And that's
yeah, the
about it.
food
Yeah,
truck. And then like the whole block was popping. Like Gooba said, there's a smoke shop on that block. There's a bar right
right
next
next to it.
door.
Yeah,
There's like a sandwich shop on the other side on the left. Just that whole block is just popping.
it was
So,
a good turnout. It was packed the whole time, hot as hell. I
how many
mean,
people you think came through if you were to like put it into numbers?
fuck. I saw a lot
Like
of heads
500?
in and out. I think like 200, 100, 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a good amount. I think you can't really count heads like that. It's hard, but I think if you would estimate, yeah, like 200 to 100 maybe.
Yeah, dude, it was definitely a good time.
But I mean, 25, talking to 25 people feels like you see 100 people,
Yeah, it's true.
honestly.
It was
Like,
cool. I didn't feel like I didn't get that many followers as I like wanted to, but hey, fuck it,
I
it's one
think,
or the other. You choose
yeah,
one,
that's what I was
It's
gonna
like
say. The conversion, like, I was satisfied that, yeah, that was the same thing with me. I didn't make as many followers yesterday, but I did, like, sell items.
Mhm.
So I guess, like, the conversion was just fair enough.
Yeah,
And I think it's cool, too, because, like I said, this was on release, so seeing everyone fuck with it was heavy as fuck. It was dope as fuck. Um, I mean, it's the bullet hole jackets. It's full embroidered all around. It's got a big print on the back, and then I have shirts that are printed all over. Um, but yeah, they sold out. It was crazy. I'm gonna drop them hopefully this week or next week now. I don't know if I'll make more. I'll probably make one size run more, if anything, like a large, medium, like what I sold out. But on to the next. It
yeah,
was cool because it really helped me out. This event like set me up better, and then you helped me lock in something that I wanted to do too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just keep fucking pushing this because we said yesterday, like obviously we look at like breaking even and all this, but then it's like if compared to one whole day at a regular like at our regular jobs, to what we do, breaking even and a little more makes sometimes way more sense than fucking one shift at a regular
yeah,
our
bro.
regular job. So it's like why not fucking try to drop more? And I see the whole like event thing. Like it's definitely coming more together now in my head too, where it's like, okay, like I gotta stop being a pussy.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what
Um,
it is.
well, bro, like the way I was making sales was saying hi to people.
Yeah,
Just like my strategy is always hi, how are you? I like something that you're wearing or something along those lines, or I don't know, your hair's cool, something like that. And then look at my brand, it's called Hoodlum. That's really all you got to do, and from there, shit, everything else is gonna sell itself.
it just
You know,
flies, bro.
like all I had to do for you was what is that bullet hole hoodie? Everyone kept asking me, oh, that's Google Mob. I would show them
Shout
the
out you
front,
too, bro.
show them the back. Got you, bro. Show them the front, show them the back, and then that's how they sold. You know, because it's like if you make cool shit, it's gonna sell itself, bro. You don't have to. You don't gotta fucking have a gun to someone's head like buy this shit. You know, like it will sell itself.
Bro,
Trust me.
even giving away free stuff, like if your shit's not like, I'm not trying to be a dickhead, but like if someone doesn't want to take your item, even when it's free, like you just
Yeah,
question it, you know?
yeah, for
Like,
real, bro. If you're giving someone an item and they're like, I don't want that, then like fuck, bro. Maybe go back to the drawing board. Like
yeah.
Google said.
And don't force anything on anyone.
Never.
Like even if it's free and they don't want it, fucking take the
Yeah.
no. Like
Just no. Like
yeah,
that's yeah, like we talked. Something I always say is like if you don't want it, you don't have to take it, bro.
yeah,
But I want to give this to you, you know?
yeah, and that's the cool thing. Oh, by the way, I gotta send you that video of you giving the stuff to
Oh,
Bear.
that was cool, bro. Shout out Jay Cuts.
Yeah, show. Yeah,
Shout
for
out, big
real.
shout out to Jay Cuts for real. He's cool. We're gonna have him on the pod here soon. We locked in a lot of pod guests.
Yeah,
That
sir.
was a cool one. We locked in so many podcast guests. Hopefully for you guys, all great creatives in Utah, like people that I haven't even seen do a podcast before too. So it's like
That's fire.
we're gonna give them the first experience as a sick, you know. But shout out Jay Cuts, bro. He was just like fucking. He's tapped in. He's fucking tapped
For
in.
sure.
He was just telling us how he gets rappers, like they're hitting them up to do their videos and stuff, and he's like, "I'll do it, bro. I'll fucking, I'll get it done."
He's a man, bro. For real.
Yeah,
He man of many talents, for
hell yeah,
sure.
bro. When he comes on, we'll let him, explain a little more to you guys. But I don't know. He kind of just came through the booth. He won Mo on like that jersey and the hat. He won him in pig,
Yeah.
and then after that, he was kind of walking away, and he's like, "Do you want to come take a shot?" And I don't even drink like that, but I was like, "Hey, you gotta celebrate. Fuck it, you know." Took a shot with him. Then we go back to the back, and then Bear is right there, and he's just talking to Jay or whatever. And then I kind of asked him who he was, cause like not to be rude, I just didn't know who he was really. He kind of explained to me a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, cool, cool." And he's like, "You should go get him some clothes. Like, I'm sure he'll fuck with it." I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, go get him. Like, that's that. His steez is your steez, you know."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Bet." When we kind of picked out some stuff, Gooba helped me pick out a little bag of stuff to give him, and then went back to give it to him, and he was the nicest guy ever, bro. He was super nice. He was super like, I fuck with this shit, I'll stay tapped in.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's it called, Hoodlum? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'll remember that. And I was like, that's fire, bro.
That is
Like
sick.
it was a crazy experience.
It was dope because like being on the like recording you and stuff and with Jay and everything. It was cool because Jay was like, nah, like he was hyping you up the whole time. Where he was like, look, see, the shirt he's wearing is almost like the same as the one that he's giving him. Like he's definitely gonna rock that.
That's
And he
fire.
goes like, he was like, oh yeah, if his little brother like if Bear wears it, his older brother's gonna want to look into it type shit. And so I'm like, bro, like it's definitely good. Like it's almost that influencer marketing, but like accidental almost. Like
Yeah.
you didn't purposely, you weren't expecting to give nothing to anybody. Then the other thing is you didn't force it on him either. He was cool about it and he actually fucked with it. And so it was
hmm
like, damn.
When
And
he saw
then
the rolling tray, I was like, I don't know if you smoke, bro, but you can always put your jewelry on. He's like, no, I for sure blow it down. I was like, oh hell yeah, bro, that's tight. Like.
and then you got a shot of fucking Casa Frica hose.
Yeah, that was crazy. I never tried Casamigos. It's have you tried it?
Yeah, if you
It
said it was
leaves like a
cold,
it leaves like a little oil in your mouth,
yeah, it's like
like a little like residue in your mouth
yeah,
of like
it's because it's like tequila, and
yeah,
so
it was good though. Like I said, I don't drink, so like I had like 1942 and then like Casamigos right back to back, and that shit was like I don't even know, bro. I
oh,
think
I know.
I think the Casamigos was better, but the 1942 was straight out of the front trunk of the Tesla. So like
Oh,
that shit
was
was
it
like hot
warm?
as fuck,
Oh, okay,
bro. That
okay.
shit was hot to all hell. But yeah, either way, it was a great event. Thank you to everyone that came. I just fucking so many good people came through and so many familiar faces. So
Yeah,
many people we've seen before that pop out to every single event, which is insane to me, bro.
yeah.
Every event, like for the last 3 or 4 events, I've seen like, similar faces, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And they come, what do you have this time? It's like,
That's cool. That
damn,
is cool.
bro.
Yeah, I did hear that one girl. She pulled up and she's like, "Oh, I'm at every event, and I always get everything that you like unreleased or some shit like that." And then she was like super stoked on seeing what you had now and stuff.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And I had homegirls like, I had people like, this is another thing, bro. If it doesn't sell online, don't be fucking scared to bring it to an event, bro. You know what I mean? Because you never know. There's so many things that could have happened that week. People don't have money. It's rent week. If rent week is coming up, whatever the fuck, bro. You
Yeah,
know, maybe people just spent their money on other drops that week or the next week. There's another drop they're saving money for.
yeah,
But bring all your shit, bro. Cause like those shorts, I dropped them. They did okay online, not crazy, not like what I would expect it to do.
yeah.
Especially previous short wise, all my shorts previously sold out like in a day. So that's what I was expecting for these, right? It didn't happen, but I wasn't bummed. I was like, whatever, bro. Now I have shorts for events. I can bring them to an event during the summer.
I think the cool thing too is seeing people's reaction to your shorts though in person compared to like you wouldn't see it online. So it's like every time someone comes and looks at them, they're like super stoked to see them,
Yeah,
and
they're
then they
like,
see
oh
the print.
wow.
Yeah, so I think that, like that's dope too. And you can't like lose hope if your shit doesn't sell online. Cause it's the same thing with my bags, you know. Like I made those knowing like they're not gonna probably sell, you know, because it's a different market for something else. But like you said, bring everything to events. You can't like single yourself out to like only e-commerce if you're starting up a brand. You gotta show your face and show your stuff out to the people in person.
Yeah.
You were saying like this is the only time people fuck with events like this because it's the only time they get to meet like the actual creator. You know, they get to have that intimate conversation. So it's like bring your items because people will be able to ask you more. Like if I had my bags hanging up, people would probably ask me more like how did I come up with this or something like that.
Hmm.
Instead of where it's online, they just see like a bunch of fucking patchwork and they're like, oh, it's not really that crazy, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so I think yeah, it's all the experience and the interaction where you can't lose hope because there's still that second chance for like more.
Yes. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. I got left with I think I took like maybe 10 pairs of shorts, and now I have like 4 or 5 of them. So like I sold about half of what I wasn't gonna sell if I didn't bring them,
Yeah,
and I just brought them because I was like, it's gonna be hot as fuck, and it's summer. Who's not gonna want a nice pair of shorts? And like you said, it's not like they can see the quality online. They just see a black pair of shorts, and
yeah.
for $40, they're like ah. But like when you feel it in person, you're like, damn, that's
This
worth the
makes way
forty
more
bucks.
sense.
It's a reason why it's worth that much. Um, but it just like I said, bro, never lose face. Whatever you have, bring it. And another advice that we learned yesterday, I feel like, is be there at your booth, selling your brand because like you can't not be there, bro, and expect to make sales. You
Yeah,
cannot be there. Like we kept telling the homies from Polarize that you guys got to be here, bro. Y'all got to like sell your shit,
yeah.
because like
There was times like I would have to go look for them and shit, and
like
so.
bro, people want this. Where
Hmm.
how much is it? Where or are you? Do you have sizes? Well, like
Yeah, and
it's
I'm
like
like I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's not mine. So that's the thing. You got to be there, bro. You can't like just have a setup and expect it to sell.
Hmm.
Like you're the person pushing your shit. And when people kept asking me yesterday, why don't I put my clothing into stores if it does so well? I just kept explaining to them because you're not gonna love my shit as much as I love my shit. Like you're not gonna tell people like, look at this shirt, I made it because of this, I made it because of that. Look at this, fucking thread. Look at all this other bullshit.
Yeah,
No one's gonna tell you that because I'm the only person that knows what actually went into it, and that's why I can sell my shit so easily because I can, you know what I mean? I know every little minute detail of it. Compared to if it was you at your store, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's Hoodlum, it's a brand from Provo. That's it.
yeah.
That's as far as you're gonna get.
No, yeah, yeah, for sure. It's definitely yeah that extra mile because even on your website, there's only so much you can do to be like this. Is how much I love my clothing, like, and but yeah, that whole like interaction, you explaining it. That's the other thing is like you're so passionate about it. So when it's like when you explain it, people will realize, oh, he actually does care. Where I mean, like I said last time, you can't just be like a salesman and not know what you're selling. So it's like it's kind of like a sport like this. Like we love the sport of clothing in a sense. So it's like we know how to talk about it. We know how to describe it. We know how to like make somebody else fall in love with it like how we are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think we picked it up like at Seattle, like I told Rudy yesterday. Shout out the boy from Fit Check SLC. They were fucking I told him like in Seattle, he told me you gotta be out there, like ponte las pilas, like and like with your button and shit. And so it's literally you have to be there because, like you said, if you're not there, no one you can't ask someone, and if they don't know, they're not gonna try anymore. But they're gonna be like, oh, but come look over here at my stuff. I got
Mm-hmm.
something for you, you know, if you can't find it there. And so it's yeah, you gotta be there. These events are to kick it and hang out, but if you're being a vendor, you gotta
Your clock
vend
in, yeah.
first. You gotta vend first and then kick it and hang out. Cause like, bro, we were vending the whole time and we would chop it up when we'd get chances and stuff. But literally until the end is when we were like all like we were all finding like that full release of
The last
like
like 30 minutes. everyone just stopped vending, and we all just came together and we're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what's up, guys? How was it?"
And it was because like I think everyone felt it like the last 30 minutes. I think it was like straight vendors and just homies at the end,
Yeah,
and so I think yeah, that's when it was like okay,
we can
like
relax
we can
now.
relax now. Yeah, because the store was a little emptier. Like it wasn't as much heads coming in and out. The back was a little emptier too, so it was nice. Then it did kind of turn into like all right, let's chill. But yeah, you can't go to these events being like I'm gonna just chill and this and that. And if you invite your homies and shit like that, your homies have to understand, and you gotta understand
You're clocked
too.
in too, homie. You know,
Yeah,
like
either your homie's clocked in with you, or your homie's gonna walk around and hang out, but they can't be fucking distracting you type shit. Like if this is what you want to be your business, you gotta uh separate that. Like you gotta be professional. Like this is a professional thing. Like regardless of what other people think, if they don't think it's that serious, then don't fucking talk to those people because to us this is literally everyday shit. Like it's serious as fuck. So it's like you just got to be there. I think you got to be as much as we love this as a hobby and for fun and all that shit. There's still the professional aspect of it. Like you can't not show face.
yeah, and you got to be like ready to fucking work a shift, bro. You know,
Yeah,
like people think that this shit is all like, bro, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about what time I went to sleep last night. You know, like just to wake up this morning and do this podcast and
again, yeah,
you know, and the grind has not stopped, bro. Editing photos this morning and doing this podcast and doing a photo shoot after this.
no,
Like,
yeah.
you know, this shit always, like you said, you always have to grind. You
It's
always have
24 hours almost.
to,
Like,
literally, bro.
because like literally, I work at midnight tonight, so it's like doing all this shit today and then midnight, and then tomorrow, like I got to figure out photo shoots for this drop this week type shit because I need to drop ASAP Rocky type shit. So it's definitely like if you love it, like you're gonna do it and everything it takes to do it. And then if you're just kind of doing it because you think this is what you like in a sense, like
And bro, if you're thinking about it like this, for us personally, the grind is not stopping because we're going from this event, right, that just happened to now you're doing a drop
yeah,
this whenever, maybe this next week or the next week after that. I'm dead ass doing a drop this next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like literally this next week I'm doing a whole drop. So I got to do that the whole week.
yeah.
And then we also have to think about now the next event, which
We
is
got
in
events to
28
plan.
days from now. And then the next event after that one is in 14 days from that one.
Yeah,
So
it's like
we
having it in
have
stock and all that.
literally, and that's what we have to worry about. And like my thing is like, we just, how much shit did we not sell yesterday? So now the point where like if we wanted to sell that shit at the next few events,
It's like oh shit,
sorry bro, you're
you
out. You
missed
know,
out.
like
Yeah,
make some new shit. So
but
and you
that's the
gotta,
cool thing because you asked me, was it for this last event that you asked me? You're like, I'm not sure if I should just bring new stuff because then I'll have to make more new stuff, or you're like, if I should just bring like all the release stuff. And I was like, bro, if you bring your new stuff and it sells out and you have to make new stuff, then fuck it, why not? Like that's how I felt yesterday too, feeling like it felt good to sell, but it's like, am I gonna get comfortable and be like, oh, this design's cool, let me remake these again so people will buy them, or time to step it up and do this next thing? And it's like,
hmm
no, fucking, let's apply pressure and keep the fucking the heat going,
hmm
keep the fire alive type shit.
and then also if you do that, then the people that bought that zip up will buy your new shit because they're like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
But if you buy it, make the zip up again, they won't buy it because they're like, I already have that one.
yeah, I just got that.
I'll wait for the next one.
Yeah,
You know, but let's say now that's sold out. Now you dropped whatever you're dropping next. People are gonna like, fuck, the zip up is hard. Let me get this next shit.
yeah,
And that's how you just keep the ball rolling. Like that's why I don't like to redrop shit because like you lose out a little bit on those customers that already bought them.
yeah,
Like
for
those
sure.
10, 15 people already bought your shit before, they're not gonna rebuy it anymore. But if you make some cool new shit, those 10 and 15 people are in the base of customers that will buy the
In
new
that
shit.
loop now,
You know,
yeah.
now it's like, and they know the quality, they know everything's good, so they're gonna want to get that new shit.
For sure. And then I think it like I think it just always comes down like they've met you too. It's not just a brand. Like it's not just a stranger's brand or just some like and like the other thing is like obviously you're not homies with everybody, but it's like it just makes a difference knowing who's making it, I feel like, cuz at the end of the day like we talked about how the big corporation is trying to sell off Supreme. It's like who you can't like name. Oh, I don't know if you can, but I couldn't be like, oh, I can name you their design team, like who's designing for them or
Yeah,
this and
I
that. Like,
can.
it's all washed out. Like, there's so many different people and groups you have to go through to get to the one designer because that designer has to go through so many checks and balances before
Yeah,
that fucking
before it
design
even
goes
comes
out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cooler to see a brand like this and people fuck with it because they're even like, oh, what the fuck? People do this shit? Like, I think people are more in awe to see how capable or the scale of what we're doing. Cause it's like your shit and like more about nothing and then organized movements. Like you guys had some top tier stuff. Like my favorite thing that organized movements had was the shorts. The shorts go crazy. The jorts, bro.
Yeah,
And then the what is it, double knee jorts? Yeah. And then more about nothing. Their stuff, fucking, they came in
killed it.
heat, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking yeah. That's all I can say.
shout
And
out
then
Tay and them. They killed that.
yeah, for real. They always kill it, bro. You can see they're getting collective together and like they're definitely applying that pressure, bro. So and then you had your shit crazy. You had these shirts that you just got done this last week.
Literally, you tagged them like 2 days before the event. Thank you for that, bro.
Yeah,
Like, fuck, I
fucking
would have
right.
not even dropped them if you didn't have them ready. Like,
And that's the other
you
thing
stayed
too.
up right after work, bro. You fucking got off work 4 a.m. and you picked those shirts up at 8 a.m. You tagged them, and
Yeah.
then like, bro, I felt bad. I was
Nah,
like,
you're
dude.
good, bro. That's the other thing is like
And then your
that's
ass was trying to like underpay yourself. I was like, nah, bro,
it's fine. I
nah.
mean, bro, it was like I was just trying to help you out. I wanted to see you drop the shirt, so I was like, fuck it, like if that's what it takes, like, and that's what I'm saying too. Like we said, bro, we do this every day.
Something that stuck with me though that you said is like these motherfuckers only want to see themselves succeed, and that's something about you is that like you want to see everyone succeed, like no
Well, it's
matter who it
possible,
is.
bro. It's like I see no reason why we shouldn't all succeed. Like I mean, you saw it yesterday. Everybody made what $100 at
At
least.
least, yeah, at
Like
least.
everyone, and everyone had something different or something that was alike and similar, but everyone still got something like bought. And fuck yeah, but it's like we were saying, bro. We roll every day. Like we do this every day. Where the day, yeah, the shirt, the day, the last 3 days or 4 days, when I like the day I picked up your shirt, I pretty much rolled like all day straight, and then I slept like 3 hours that night. Went to work, and I woke up again, and I like rolled all day straight again, pretty much because I went and finished my shit. And then Friday night was finally when I crashed
You're
out when
like
I got
chilling.
home. Yeah, and then Saturday morning back up again. It was like what 9 in the morning, 8 in the
Yeah,
morning.
we were up. You were up
I
for
texted you
sure.
at like 7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you were up, up. You were like, bro, my
yeah,
shirts aren't even done right now. Like, I'm still missing some shit. You know,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, bro, it's a fucking lifestyle we're living. It's crazy. It is
Yeah,
so
bro.
surreal to see because my homie sent me. I don't know if you saw my Instagram when he sent me like an image. I think that was a year or two ago,
Yeah.
and I was just like at some homie's concert that like I was like, you want to sell your clothes? Like that's when people would be like, you want to sell your merch? And I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I? I got merch, but yeah, and just this, like see the scale of that because it's like I went from like four little shirts and like just heat pressing them in my room to like obviously it's not still the scale isn't as crazy, but like now it's the I think it's more about the community and the culture that's actually there where I've kind of implemented myself into this community and culture where if I would have like not really looked into it or anything, I would have gotten weeded out as one of those brands and never really honestly.
But now you also have people coming and asking you for advice.
Yeah.
Like the polarized kids were asking us yesterday about a couple things, you know, and like the good thing is that they can take the advice and not fucking get angry. Like we would tell them about, you know, this or that, and they just won't get upset, you know. Like it was the funniest thing. Were coming up to me and like, what kind of vinyl is this on your
Oh,
shirt?
that was crazy.
And I was like, what?
You're
I
like, it's
was like, it's
not
not
mine
vinyl,
though.
guy. That was the funniest thing in the world. And like, I don't know. I had to keep it a bug. I was like, I'm sorry for anybody that gets angry for this next statement, but like, I don't fuck with vinyl, and I've never had fuck with vinyl. Like I've had one T-shirt that's been vinyl pressed, and other than that, never again.
And you weren't even probably
You
satisfied
know,
with
and
it.
I was not satisfied with it. And the only reason we vinyl pressed is because it had so many colors.
Yeah.
But they also asked me, okay, if you don't fuck with vinyl, how are you gonna do a shirt like this? And they had a shirt with a bunch of colors. Don't do it.
And don't
You know, that's the simplest thing to tell you, my
don't
boy.
do it
Don't
until
do
you
that shirt.
can.
Yeah, don't do that shirt. So it just it all comes with time, you know, and
Yeah, it's
like what I was trying to explain to them yesterday is if that's the case, some people are probably listening to this right now. They're like, but I want to do a color shirt. Dumb it down, bro. Like I was telling them, look at those old school vintage shirts that are only using a few colors for their designs,
yeah,
and try to get ideas from that because you'll be able to see ways that they use colors that you've never even thought of before.
yeah,
Where you maybe want to use an 8 color shirt, but you can dumb that down to 4 colors and still make it look just as good as the 8 color one,
yeah, for
or
sure.
if not better. You know, I don't know, but
I get what you're saying because like you pointed out the Gerber shirt,
mm-hmm.
and so because the Gerber shirt has like the lines and stuff like where the etching is or where the
Yeah,
shadowing is, so even if you just play with shadowing and etching, it gives you the full effect of around this baby face or something like how the Gerber
but it was
fucking
only one color.
yeah, and it's only one color, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, it's definitely seeing what you can do. It's not settling for less; it's doing what you can at the moment. Like you got to realize what's possible now and then what will be possible because once you do start printing those 8 color t-shirts and whatever you're going to realize how expensive it is and how you're gonna have what you're gonna have to sell them at to even make back that money. I feel like
A
is
dollar is crazy, you know, to even make like $1 of profit.
yeah, like I think that's what people don't realize too is you have to obviously
Because we always say this: 8 colors is 8 screens. And if
yeah.
each screen is, let's say, $15 on the low end, you're not getting a $15 screen. Let's say $15 to $25
I
on
think
the
like
low end.
25.
You know,
Yeah,
think about that: 25 times eight.
yeah,
You're
it's
yeah,
already
there you
100.
go,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
You know,
200
like,
fucking.
and you're not even. That's not the cost of your t-shirts. Which, if you're getting 20 t-shirts, is probably running you like, depends on what t-shirt you get, but $200. And then on top of that, the labor of the people that are screen printing, and then on top of that, the actual screen print itself,
Screen print
all
fees,
of that
all that shit.
setup, especially setup for an 8 screen, bro, you're getting fucked. You know, so like
That's what I'm saying.
people don't understand that. Yeah, vinyl's cheaper when it comes to all that, but then again, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, the
You know,
quality is
like
there.
you. And then they ask me, well, doesn't screen print crack? Yeah, but I'd rather have it cracked than it feel like some bullshit
I
sticker.
I didn't understand that. I actually did not understand that because it's the isn't like obviously you don't want it to like crack instantly, but it's like the whole point is having like that texture and like it lasts so much longer. So the cracking is just it doing its thing with time and shit. Like
Yeah.
where if it's like you wash one vinyl shirt, it instantly the vinyl either wrinkle or peel off type shit, like because of the heat or whatever. So honestly I didn't understand the
And then
comparison.
like we did this thing the other day where if you have a vinyl shirt on and you go move it like that, it makes a weird ass noise. Have you ever heard
Oh,
it?
it's like it's thick or some shit. Yeah, because it's
You know,
thick.
but if you
Yeah,
do this to a screen print shirt, it makes no noise, bro. It
yeah.
just makes the noise of the shirt.
And if you stretch it too, like with the vinyl or anything,
Oh yeah,
it
that.
fucks up the like design and everything. So yeah, I pros and cons. Pros don't really use it.
I don't know. Like I said, I just don't fuck with vinyl, and I will die on this hill. I don't give a fuck who tells me anything. It can be fucking my mom. Like, no,
Well,
print on vinyl, but
how
I
many
don't give
brands do you buy from that are using vinyl?
none, zero.
I mean, yeah.
There's nothing.
What I
I
like
don't
what
buy brands if they're using
what
vinyl.
top? That's what I was gonna say. What
I
top
will not. If
brands
I
use
go to a
vinyl?
brand and I'm like, oh look, oh it's vinyl, I'm not buying it. I'm just not gonna spend my money on it. That's how I feel about it. Honestly, I don't care who feels fucking different. If I hurt someone's feelings, I don't give a damn either. Fuck you.
Well, you got, and it's also like all these vintage shirts. People don't like vintage shirts because of the vinyl. Like the print is fucking quality. They
What do
feel
you
the
mean these
print.
vintage shirts?
Like like the actual vintage shirts, like AOPs and shit, like shit with prints on them.
Those are screen printed, guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like people aren't looking for
Yeah, if it
vinyl,
was a vinyl AOP, imagine how
how
like
shitty and
you'd
all
be
that.
sweating your ass off,
But people
bro.
don't, and no one's like, oh yeah,
Oof.
like I'm looking for. You guys have any vinyl vintage shirts? Like that's like even
Yeah,
the you
true.
feel like what I'm trying to
You're
say
looking
is
for the screen print
yeah,
shit.
you
Yeah,
want the screen print shit, like
yeah,
regardless, and even if
yeah.
it's cracking, that's why I'm like
Yeah, for real. When they're just cracking, I still buy a vintage shirt if it has cracking.
people
That shirt I
some
was wearing last week had a little bit of cracking on it,
the
which
WWE.
yeah, which I was not mad about. I was like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want to talk about something real quick. Fucking shout out Rudy. He started. He's doing like his own like spin on brand, like for like vintage
Oh
tees,
yeah.
like rapper vintage tees.
Oh fire.
It's called bootleg.
Oh fire. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool. So I'm excited to see that. He had three tees out yesterday, so
Oh
I want
sick.
to see that more. But it's cool because it's like those vintage rapper tees almost, or like basketball player tees and shit. So
Mhm.
I think that's a dope concept. That's a cool like trendy thing. And I think that's what's a lot of people that are like there's those like I wouldn't say Etsy brands or maybe they are kind of like Etsy brands where they do like they resell like the Bad Bunny vintage tees and shit like that. I feel like
Yeah.
that industry is good. If you can pick up like quick a good market on there, people fucking eat that shit up for sure.
And especially with all these rappers and like the Mexican artists, like fucking Fuerza Regida or whatever the fuck, you know, like all these people that are popping up, like
Yeah,
if you can just like fucking make a shirt for their fan base and just sell it out real quick, then like you just be making money. How much people, you know? But then you gotta be careful because then fuck, they can come for you real quick and
real
hit you
quick.
with that Nike cease and desist, you know, that fucking $1 million
Million
lawsuit
dollar.
right there.
God damn.
But
No.
yeah, we this was a fucking whole ass episode just on based off the event, bro.
Yeah, that's it
But
then.
yeah, I guess just to wrap it up real quick again, just thanks to everyone that came through.
Yeah,
Thanks to
actually, yeah.
it was I one more thing I did want to bring up though was size tags, which is something that's never happened to me before, but it's happened now. Like yesterday, I had multiple people come up and be like,
Oh,
"Everything is size tagged. Everything that you have has size tags on it." That was crazy.
I think because like my shit obviously didn't have size tags. I think there's quite a few brands in there that didn't have size tag, and so like to see yours, I flexed that to somebody too. I was like, oh, his shit's tagged. Like, I was like, that like it just ups the scale, bro. We talk about it all the time, and it's you're not just printing on another shirt. Like people were like, oh, this is his shirt. Like it just makes it so much more official.
Yeah, I had a few people tell me like, well, everything has size tags on it, and I'm like, yeah, I guess that's just how you have to do it. And Keys was there again. Shout out Keys.
Yo,
I
show
told him,
love,
I was
shout
like,
out.
bro, you're very right, cause like every year I've been in the same spot for clothing wise. Like every year I've literally been in the same spot for the organized, because this is the third year we've done it. We did it
Okay.
like the first time, and then we did like the first year anniversary, then we did like the second one or whatever, right? So every year I've been in the same position. So to think like Keys came by again and Son, I was like, bro, you're completely right. Looking at all my stuff when it doesn't have size tags compared to when it does, it just makes it look all uniform,
Yeah,
and it makes it look like,
it's your brand.
yeah, it's all just like a part of the same collection or something, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess that too, bro. Something that I've noticed is motherfuckers have 8 different brands compared to their one clothing brand. You know,
What do you mean?
like their one clothing brand that is Google Mob. I'm sorry, I probably should not use
No,
it.
you're good.
Let's say their fucking brand is called Billy Bob Joe.
Just say
You
Google
know,
Mob. It's
so
fine.
but they don't understand, like, you gotta like kind of zone into that one thing. Like if you're Gooba Mob, right? Your shit is like, from what I'm getting from you, it's like street shit, a little bit of gangster, a little bit of like Chicano, like Mexican aesthetic. That's what I
Yeah.
get from your brand. But imagine you were making like what you make, and then anime T-shirts, and then you were making like
Oh, I
fucking
get
like,
you.
NASCAR tees, and then you were making like a Kobe Bryant shirt. At that point it gets so, the
It's
lines get
everywhere.
blurred, you
Yeah.
know, like your brand is 8 brands. That's what it looks like. It looks like 8 brands in one with one name.
For sure. I get
So
you.
when
Yeah.
you make a brand, bro, you gotta make it like all of it go fucking together.
Yeah.
Even if you're dropping it at separate points, make it feel like everything is
It's
part
a
of the same
collection.
collection.
Yeah.
You know, because like if you have, it's that video that fucking Virgil Abloh did with Hypeland. If you guys haven't seen it, go fucking watch it. It's like Virgil Abloh breaks down Hypeland. Hypeland was a brand that was crazy back in the day, but he breaks it down and he tells them the same thing. Yeah, you have a brand, it's called Hypeland, but there's 8 brands in between this. So pick what you want to pick and go off that, because you're selling too much right now. You
It's all
know?
over the place.
Yeah, no one knows what you actually are, who you are, what you want to sell. You're just selling a bunch of bullshit. Um, so that's another thing. Just kind of try to make your shit all concise, and it can all flow together. Make sure that your 2020 shirt you can wear with your 2024 pants almost.
Yeah.
Like make sure that all of this shit is concise,
It
because
still
that's,
looks good together.
yeah, because if not, then like fuck, it's kind of like the problem we had with your shit yesterday.
I was gonna bring that
You
up.
know,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was like
Like
you had this collection here, and then you had a whole bunch of other stuff that was only Monday Tuesdays that you wanted to sell, but you couldn't because
it didn't
everything.
fit.
You had one piece that looked different than the next piece, and then another
Yeah.
piece that looked different than that piece, and then the new shit you're trying to sell that looked different than all the other shit you had.
Yeah.
So it was like it didn't. None
The
of it would have
collection was
worked.
it
It
wasn't
would
one
have looked
collection.
so
Yeah.
weird. But if you look at that rack behind you, all the colors are so concise.
Yeah.
Even the most colorful shit, it looks like it fits there.
It just goes
They're just
together.
all
Yeah.
so concise and like, oh, okay. And all that you can wear, mix and match it.
No,
Everything
for
that's
sure.
on that rack. And I guess that's what helps having this rack here.
You just
Is like, I
visualize it.
know my color palette. And when motherfuckers like you are like, I'm not gonna do black this year because everybody does black.
Yeah.
I'm like, I only do black.
Yeah. Like, I'm only
You
gonna do
know?
black.
I'm
Yeah.
not switching my shit up
And
because
the
that's my
funny thing is,
style.
like and it's not even. I think it's shouldn't even focus on that because it's like you just like when you make the design, then you figure out what it's gonna go on. So you're like, oh, if it goes good on black, then all right, fuck it. Like, but then you're like, oh, if it looks better on this color, then fuck it, I'm gonna do it on this. Like, so I think, yeah,
But I'm
not
not gonna
even.
do a color I never did before. I'm not making a purple T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
for
crazy.
sure. Yeah.
That's some shit I'm not doing.
For sure.
I
Just
barely
like
make white T-shirts, let alone a
light
purple
green
one. Is
as just
crazy.
some
Like,
bright
no,
green.
I'm not doing some crazy shit like that.
No, for sure. But yeah, I think that's what. Yeah, we ran it down and it was like, okay, we gotta fit like an aesthetic, like you said, it's gotta fit into like, okay, it looks good, because then if not, it's a whole lot of fucking nothing. Where it's like, what the fuck is this, a vintage rack or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you like,
And like what I was saying yesterday was at when we go to SneakerCon, we can fit your shit on my rack because our shit's the same.
yeah, almost,
You
yeah.
know, all the shit that you made yesterday is damn near the fucking same, so we can sell it all
It's
as one.
like
It
aesthetically,
can be the
yeah,
same damn near. So that just like you gotta know your aesthetic and just keep that shit.
for sure, yeah.
Like, because if you're trying to fucking branch off a little bit, you're gonna lose that core audience that is like,
That is
I
true
liked when
too.
Gooba did this. I don't like when Gooba does that.
That's like when that was like the biggest thing with all the born and raised like old heads, when like born and raised started doing like different things, all the old heads would be like, just do the fucking LA hats, just go back to the old shit, like.
Mm.
But it's also like with born and raised, I feel like they had to do a turn to grow, and so you couldn't rely on their old head fans. But yeah, if you're growing, you want to be able to dial in on who your community is, on who you're trying to like target your audience, and then once you've got that settled audience, it's okay to play around with shit. But yeah, yeah, definitely like if you don't even have an audience and you're already giving them way too much to look at or too much to try and choose from, then fucking they're not gonna want anything. Like they're gonna get lost in the sauce. Like they fucking like you said too. Like even giving people colorway options. Like people will be like, nah, but I want this one. Like or they won't buy one because you don't have their size in that color. So they're like, no, but if you don't have that color, I don't want this one. You're like, it's the same fucking shit. Like,
Yeah, even if it's the same exact thing, you printed everything the same. Just because you have a white shirt and a black shirt, if the black one sold out, people are not gonna buy the white one because we wanted the black one.
yeah,
And as much as you think, just because the black one's gone, buy the white one, people won't because you
they're not
gave
gonna
them
sell
that
it for that.
option. But if you only give them one option, there's only white motherfuckers. That's what happens with me when I like the cargos. I have a khaki pair of cargos for myself. That's it. No one else has them.
Yeah.
I posted them, and now people are like, "Where are the khaki ones, though?" And I'm like, "You guys aren't getting khaki. You're only getting black." And people are like, "I don't want the black. I want the khaki." So it's like, but you're never getting them. You're never gonna get a fucking khaki. It's not there. There's only fucking one in the world. You know?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get them, and I'm not gonna sell you mine.
No, yeah.
So it's like pick the fucking black ones. But now they don't want them.
Yeah.
Now they're like, "But you posted a khaki one. I want the khaki." And it's like I fucking put myself in a corner now where
Yeah.
they're like, "But do you have a black? Where's the khaki though?" Like, you know? So
Yeah,
it's like,
but it's yeah, like you give people too much option and then
but something that I realized was concise is Yock's brand, especially with the collab with Slade. The way that they were wearing his old pants with
oh
that new
yeah.
shirt and
No,
his
those are
new
his new
shoes.
pants.
Oh, those are his new, either way.
Yeah.
Either
Oh, but it all
way,
does
that
go
you
together.
know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
Yock
can
was
see their
or Slade was
aesthetic.
wearing his old pants, wasn't he?
I
With
think yeah,
like,
the one that Slade had were the older ones, and then Yox the one that Yox were wearing were
but
the new
both
ones.
of them look good.
That's
And
yeah, their
then
aesthetic is
Slade was
like
wearing his older shoes, and it looked good with the new shirt.
yeah, and the
And then
new
Yock was
shoes.
wearing but it's the aesthetic. It fit.
Yeah, it
And
definitely and you
the
can tell what
whole
their aesthetic
and
is.
he
Yeah,
went for, he has like a whole like moon based brand, right? It's
yeah,
kind of like whole moon shit, but it's not like he fucking put like a devil horns on the back of the shirt to try to, you know,
like bad
he
girls.
stuck, yeah, he stuck to the same like
Yeah,
aesthetic as like what he always does.
yeah, it's cool because yeah, they're like branching off and doing like brands to their brands, but it's still the same.
Yeah,
You can
it's
still tell it's the brand. It was
literally
the same thing with we're talking to Soul by Ame, and they have their off like their not off brand, but like
sister brand.
their sister brand. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Their sister brand Essence, and yeah, like you said, you can still tell that it's all the same, like coming from the same place, but it's the sister brand. It's a different. It is a different style, but you're like, oh, this is this. Like the people that will buy their Essence will also buy their Soul by Almond, and the
Oh,
people
and
that buy their Soul
also
by Almond will buy their Essence.
So by Ahmed right now, I went on their website. Most of their stuff is $20. Really good quality shit. Most of it's 20. Even some of their backpacks, their tapestry backpacks, $20.
Yeah, I would hop on that.
$10.
They
Oh
got
yeah,
great ass
we can
quality.
pop up their website right here so
Yeah,
people can go check it out. Really good quality garments, straight out of Utah by amazing black-owned designers.
yeah,
Great. $20, $15, like everything on there was very affordably cheap. It's all like their essentials collection, kind of like you can wear it all the time. Go check out their website. That shit was
yeah.
crazy. I was
Their
looking at
shit's
it.
different.
It's really good stuff. Really
Yeah,
good
they do
stuff.
like that. It's like he was saying, it is that artistic, like streetwear, like high end
Mm-hmm.
fashion, artistic shit. So
It's like the arty stuff for
yeah,
sure.
it's dope because it's a different spin. Like out of all the things you saw in the store yesterday, like you said, are like we fit together in that wall good because
Crusty Wizard and
we're
him fit
aesthetically,
together.
yeah, and they fit over there good. But it was like you walked in there and everyone had somewhat of a different thing, but also fit together. Like the store's aesthetic together as one was cool as fuck because you got to think, like you said, imagine if as one person you're trying to dial it in so it doesn't look like too much. Imagine you have like five different brands
Yeah,
and you're trying to dial it in so it doesn't look like too much, and
and it
it
looked
looked good the
good.
whole last
Yeah,
time.
everything fit. Everything flowed.
Yeah, the homie Create pulled up too, and he filled up the racks after, and it
Yeah, he
still fit
posed
in
up real
nice.
quick. Yeah, of
Like
course.
everything looked good. Like not once was it like, oh, what the fuck? It's kind of crazy looking. Like
Hmm.
it was a
There's too
vibe.
much going on here.
Yeah, there was
Just
never too much going on.
yeah, it looked good for sure. I don't know if you want to get into some of this news. We have
Yeah,
some
we
stuff.
should. I
Okay.
bet we should.
All right, Bugs Bunny shoes
Okay.
where photos got posted. I just want to bring you on because we had the Daffy Duck Doc Martens,
Oh yeah.
and
So
then
fucking Bugs Bunny
the
shoes.
Bugs Bunny shoes. Those are pretty cool. I personally wouldn't rock them,
No.
but I think it's cool. You know, they're bringing back that like furry aesthetic. You know, that furry aesthetic
Yeah,
is
they're doing
coming
a
to
bunch of stuff. They're bringing like old shit back for sure.
that's cool. A little Bugs Bunny, you know, flip on the shoes. That was pretty tight. They're kind of Converse on the top, and then Bugs Bunny foot on the
It was
bottom.
kind of crazy.
Like I said, I personally wouldn't wear them, but I want to see people fit them up.
Yeah,
Maybe Lil Yachty, you
some
know,
shit. Yeah,
see if Lil Yachty can throw them on and do something with them. But those are cool. Sneakerheads are losing their minds right now, bro. They're fucking going crazy. They're losing their minds
what's
because the
happening?
Travis Scott olive lows are canceled.
Why?
The one good colorway of these Travis Scotts that has come out in the last 4 years got canceled. I don't
Why
know
are they
why they got
canceled?
canceled,
Oh,
but they're also well, I'm pretty sure these got canceled because too many goddamn Nike colorways of that shit, bro. Like they should have just stopped it like when they could, and like like because holy fuck, they made way too many of those,
yeah.
way too goddamn many. But yeah, they got canceled. I think it's just like the darker olive one. I'm not sure if the other lighter olive looking one is coming out, but yeah, I don't know. I think like I said, they should just cut it. They're gonna run this shit to the ground,
They're
bro.
just trying to maximize on markets. It's like the same thing with the Supreme thing. They're just fucking selling as much as they can.
While they can.
Yeah, while they can, because they think it's gonna.
At one point, people are gonna get sick of it, and I think that point
I
is
think it's
coming.
happening. Yeah,
Yeah,
and not only just that, but what were you saying about Sheen? Like they pollute more than who? Like
more than like the fucking country of Panama or some shit.
yeah. So imagine like Nike just busting out shoes. Like people give Sheen shit, but nobody like looks at these corporate companies. Is like I
Yeah,
wonder how
like
much they're fucking polluting. Like imagine Nike busting out
like
thousands
two
and
hundred
thousands
thousand
and
pairs
thousands
of
of
fucking
pairs
Jordan and shit every release.
every year. No, but think about fucking year by year how much
Yeah,
shoes,
millions of shoes they're
clothes,
making.
fucking everything. Like yeah, they probably. I don't even know where I was going with that, but fuck Nike.
Yeah, they're probably making so much shit. You're right, and then like the shit that doesn't sell at the outlets, and then they just throw it away or whatever.
Yeah, and
And
it literally goes like from the shelves at the stores and then to the outlets, and if it doesn't fucking hit at the outlets, it's in the fucking garbage.
yeah, it's like either that or the Ross. But you think Nike? The thing is with these companies too, what people don't realize, why don't you just go to Ross or Burlington or donate it? Because these companies don't want to look as a donated brand.
Yeah,
You know, I forgot there was like I think in Dubai or something, one of the big brands, I think it was like Mercedes or some shit like that, pissed off the prince in Dubai or something. So he said okay, and he bought a bunch of their Mercedes and made them the trash vehicles
damn,
that pick up the trash in Dubai or whatever. So
damn,
that way, the people in that country, like when they see the Mercedes, they're like, "Oh, that's the trash. That's the trash people."
damn,
You know? So like when you're driving a fucking like, let's say fucking Biden did that with Hondas. He was like, you know what? I don't like the owner of Honda, so I'm gonna make every trash vehicle we have a Honda. So now when you see someone driving a Honda, you're gonna be like, oh, that's the guy that he fucking works for the trash department or whatever. So it's like perception is reality, you know? So
yo, for
like
real though.
you don't want to donate your shit because like then people are gonna be like that's just a donated brand. It's
Yeah.
like Sprite. You know how Sprite used to have the green bottles, but they went to the clear bottles. That's so you wouldn't be able to point out their bottles in landfills.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
cause
so now you just see straight clear bottles. Everyone's clear, Coke, everything. But before you would see all the clear bottles and then
and
the
then
green
green.
bottles, and you know that's Sprite. Everyone knows a Sprite bottle, a
Now
green
it's
Sprite
Mountain
bottle.
Dew.
Yeah, for real, you know. So yeah, it's just perception is reality at the end of the day. That's why Nike doesn't want to give away their shit because they don't want to be looked at as like the giveaway brand. You know, like
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing that's like I think it's Ferrari or Lamborghini. I think their thing is like they don't make commercials because they don't need to like their cars sell
they know.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's yeah, you fucking reality perception is reality for sure. Like if you fucking have this high class, it's not gonna need a commercial because it's fucking top tier. Like something that's top tier does not need to be spoken for. Speaks
yeah.
for itself type shit. So
Hmm.
yeah, that makes sense.
So that yeah, Travis Scott she got canceled, which is good. I don't give a fuck. I was gonna buy him anyway. So yeah, sucks for you guys that wear those.
You're like I wasn't gonna buy him anyway, but if I hit, maybe.
We had ASAP Bari came out. You sent me this one. And it
Oh,
was saying that one guy copied him
oh,
because he used the same
the
color and a
or
print.
some
You know,
shit. Yeah,
I think in a way he's tripping balls, but also because I wanted to say that he's done this before. It's not like this is the first time he's come out and been like, "Hey, this guy's copying me." Like he thinks any fucking you can't put a big ass letter in the back of a shirt without him thinking that you copied Elon. You know,
yeah.
so it's like I don't know. I think at this point he's kind of tripping. You know, like at this point he's kind of like, come on. He's like the boy that cried wolf. Like
Literally.
you can't do anything without saying that
It,
ASAP Bari did it first.
yeah, and that's kind of crazy. I think we talk about this all the time. It's just like you can't do anything first. I feel like anymore, unless you really do create like a new material, a new fabric, or some shit, like a new way to print, a new ink or something. Like
Hmm.
I think that's what it's gonna take to really make something new. But like a design, like fuck, what would it be like? Fucking a weird kind of cut and sew like shirt or something. Like unless you really step it up, I don't think anything is like new.
Yeah.
And so fucking just to see him coming out to say that, and just to compare pant design, like obviously fucking, how many places on pants can you print on?
Not that many. You got the
So I
crotch
mean,
print, like down the leg print, the ass print,
yeah,
the two pocket print on the ass. All you got really. And then I guess now ASAP Bari said the inside
and
of
the
the
inside
leg.
on the seam or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's where he's saying that he got copied.
But it's,
Which makes sense because who would realistically think about printing on the inside of the seam of a leg? But then again, like,
but then it's like we don't know that market.
yeah, I don't
There
know.
probably is like
There probably is more pants that
there's
already
probably
have.
people that are doing it, but they're just not popping like that. Like you got to realize that too, because how many times do you see something that you do and you're just like, damn, I thought about that, and then you see it pop off, you're like, damn, that's cool. But if you
Or
would
like
have done it
also, bro, there are probably a bunch of little brands, like tiny little brands that these guys are tapped into that probably aren't even in the U.S. Maybe they're a
like
Tokyo-based
UK
brand or
or some
something,
shit, yeah,
because they travel more than us.
that is true.
They've seen some shit, got inspired by it, stole it from them. And you think that tiny little designer with 1,000 followers is gonna be able to be like, ASAP Bari stole my design?
Yeah,
Like, no, bro, everyone's gonna laugh at that guy.
yeah, for
But then
sure.
ASAP Bari has 10K followers or whatever. He's like, oh, this guy stole my design. Everyone's like, yeah, he did.
I feel
Because
like a
it's
lot
like,
of people laugh at ASAP Bari
he's a fucking clown, bro. He's a
though.
fucking woman abuser. He's a fucking clown.
Yeah.
I don't like that
Yo,
guy.
speaking of stolen designs though, uh,
Balenci.
yeah, that's
All
what we're
right,
getting
I had
into.
that
You
one
want to
on
get
there.
into it?
Yeah,
All
the
right.
transition, and you hit it. You
All
hit
right,
it.
fire. Fucking Balenci being exposed, doubling down on two items.
Quadrupling down,
I
bro.
think there's a few items, huh?
Yeah, four of them
All
that
right.
we're aware of.
So we got the backpack, the zip up, the side bag,
Yeah, that is a clear rip.
clear rip. The funny thing is, I sent you. I'll post the pictures and the screenshots.
Like,
People were calling it
don't
the
let
dates.
Balenciaga
Don't
see
let
this.
Balenciaga see this. Someone was like Balenciaga, some shit. Like it was horrible. Like people called it. And then Blasi. Well, Balenciaga just released a sneaker, like sock shoe heel,
Heel, yeah.
sock
A
shoe heel.
heel that has a sock attached to it. So
Yeah.
you're putting on the sock and the heel at the same time.
And so Blasi went out and was like, "Yo,
I've been
they're
working
doing
on
this
this for the last
again."
2 years. And because he posted a photo. So Balenci posted that.
Yeah,
2 days
yours went.
later, he posted the sock slide, which is a slide with the sock that you put on at the same time. We'll have the photos up here so you
Yeah,
guys can see.
compare them.
It's kind of the exact same thing, except for one of them's a heel, the one was a slide.
Yeah.
So Blasi said, I've been working on this for 2 years, but the reason he's calling them out is because this is the third time that they stole one of his ideas or design,
Yeah.
kind of like. And Blasi has said it on the podcast. I'm not the first person to make this. I'm not the first, like you told me, I'm not the first person to make mops.
Yeah.
I'm just the best to make them.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm not the first person to do this or that, but you can clearly see, like
He's
the
the best
trend
doing
here.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, so they fucking stole that sock idea, which is kind of hard because unless someone in Blasi's camp is talking to Balenciaga, Blasi hasn't really posted about those before. So there's a kind of, they can't really steal something that I don't know if they've ever seen before. I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
So I don't know if they've ever seen it before. So I don't think you can steal something that you've never seen. And Blasi doesn't like to leak his shit, so it's never been leaked from what I know.
Unless it's like the only place I would think, and I don't know how Blasi manufactures his shit, but it's like unless he was manufacturing like the same as Balenciaga, and like say they were like walking through the fucking
in the
factory
scene
as
or
they saw it,
something.
because dude, I saw the images and the quality of the fucking like it looks fucking toe for toe, like it's literally it looks the same, but just the fucking heel. Like from the pictures, I zoomed in and the quality of the cloth and everything looks the same. What I found funny was my stupid ass was like, look, Velcro slide.
Just like dropping a slide and that's it.
I was like, Velcro slide, dude, look.
And then they copied him when he used to work for Chinatown Market when the whole Tiger King thing was
Oh, yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah.
He made a Tiger King shirt, which looks like this.
Yeah.
And then Balenciaga then copied him and dropped
Tiger
a tiger
shirt.
shirt that looks like this, which is
Yeah.
kind of similar in aesthetic and
It was
colors. And
crazy, yeah.
maybe a few tigers missing on the Balenciaga one, but
And the Tiger King not there,
yeah,
but
it kind of looked almost similar, almost exactly the same. And I remember the first time Blasi called him out for that. And I was kind of like, you're a little bit reaching, but I can see it, That was
yeah.
like years ago, years ago.
Okay.
When Tiger King was, that was like, what 2021, 2020?
Some shit,
like
yeah.
around that fucking time, right? And then Blasi dropped the motherfucking Birkin, acrylic Birkin, like pop, I think it was called the Potsperity bag or something. So it was like a, I can't even say it, acrylic Birkin
Okay.
that you would put flowers in it or whatever. It's like a pot, It looks like a Birkin bag. It's see through and shit.
Oh, fine.
But then Balenciaga dropped something that's similar. That's like another acrylic bag. So we can pull those up
Yeah, put
too.
it up.
So that was the second time they copied him, and now this third time is the slide with the heel, whatever. And then they copied fucking um, Menace with their fucking bag, their shoulder bag,
Yeah.
hoodie, which people were also saying like that wouldn't even make sense to make because like they made that collab with Under Armour. Under Armour isn't known for their bags. They're not known for their backpacks. They're not known for their side bags.
The collab with Under Armour is
Trash.
not even trash, but it's mind blowing to me because why are they collabing with Under Armour?
Well, Balenciaga is just that brand that likes to make stuff to have people talk. Like they're
Yeah.
that brand that makes stuff.
Yeah,
So
like with they have those like super big heel sneakers that are dropping or
that, and then they
whatever.
have like the leather bags that look like they're chip bags and shit. Like
I don't know.
they just like to make those items that make people like talk.
Yeah, because I saw the whole Under Armour collab and I was like, well, that's I guess a dub for Under Armour, but it's like pretty
But
much an
it's
L
basically just
to
glorified Under Armour merch, like the
yeah.
Balenciaga shit. Like
It's just yeah, it's literally expensive Under Armour
yeah,
merch.
it's like literally like overpriced Under Armour merch. So like
Yeah.
it's pretty trash. And then the only cool thing was like that hat that has like the cutouts on the sides.
Oh
But
yeah.
Balenciaga already does it anyway, so
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not even
like you're
anything
getting anything.
new.
You just put the Under Armour logo on it.
Literally. And it's
So
all it literally was on everything was just Under Armour Balenciaga. Under Armour Balenciaga. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
people are gonna buy it. Like that's the thing though. Like Demna, the guy that he's a fucking I don't know. I don't want to fucking glorify this guy, but the guy that he designs for Balenciaga,
Mhm.
that's his whole aesthetic. Is like even though this is some bullshit, you're gonna buy it anyway for thousands of dollars.
I hate
He
that.
no, really, he wants you like
Yeah.
he knows that like corporate America is gonna buy this anyway.
Yeah.
Even though it just has Under Armour Balenciaga, you're still gonna buy it,
Just because the
and
brand
that's the
and
whole
shit.
thing behind it. Is like
Yeah.
I know this is trash, we're still gonna buy it.
That's
And people are still gonna buy it.
crazy.
You're still gonna see Wiz Khalifa fucking pulling off a
Pulling
weird
that
ass
shit
fit.
off.
Yeah, fuck Wiz Khalifa, bro. But I understand where he's coming from. But fuck him. He could have done a quick fit pic. He could have done a quick fit video with my boy Jared. You know?
Oh.
Did you see
Wait,
that
he
one?
said no?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
He's like, nah, I can't be on the street too long, bro. Sorry. And then gets in his car with the security guard and leaves. And Jared's like, oh, well, I guess Wiz Khalifa said no. But I understand because they're in LA, and I guess Wiz Khalifa has some ties to the Swoop, So like, I don't know about
I don't know.
all that. Yeah, I guess he has some Crip ties, but I don't know. Allegedly.
I don't think Swoop is Crip.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't gang bang. But I guess yeah, Wiz is just looking out for his well being, which is understandable. LA is a grimy place, so you can't really expect celebrities out here to be like.
Well, that whole like social media is crazy because like it started off with like people saying whatever they want. You can say whatever you want pretty much like with no limitations. And then now it's like if you get a mic and you got a TikTok, there's no limitations to just running up on people. So
Oh, that's true. Like he doesn't know if this guy has a gun in it. Just
some
because
shit.
just because he's dressed funny and he has funny looking hair doesn't mean he's a nice guy. At the end of
Yeah,
the day.
and you can't just like you can't trust everybody. And it's like,
Yeah.
bro, if you got some,
They
oh my
mean-
god, let's do a fucking fit check. Like some little kid screaming at you, like fuck, like, and obviously he's not a little kid. Sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but like, if you got someone coming to scream at you, trying to fucking see what the fuck you're wearing, bro, and you got money to go make, like, come on, like, you're
I'm
not
gonna
gonna.
clip that video of you screaming. That's so funny. Just the beginning when you say, "Oh my god," I'm clipping that.
Fuck you. But you get it, like, you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like. TikTok just has made everybody think they're like a news reporter of some sort, and they run up on people asking questions.
Just because you have a tiny little mic clipped onto your shirt, you think you can do a podcast.
Yeah, literally. You do a podcast because you got a mic and an iPhone.
So that, and then did you see the fuck Adidas vinyl that Kanye signed?
Oh yeah.
The fucking,
How much is it going for?
The My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy vinyl. He signed it. He said fuck Adidas, put it on there. It was like a viral video a few months ago.
Nice.
He signed it. They sold it for $500,000. It's a lot of money, bro, for a vinyl. Imagine buying the vinyl for $32 off of like FYE or something,
and you get 500.
And then you see Kanye. He signs it. It says puts fuck Adidas on it. Video goes viral. Then it's 500,000.
Kanye fans are crazy.
Your $30 investment, maybe $30 in gas, and then like the 2 hours you spent outside waiting Kanye's hotel so he can sign that for you.
So you could be like, hey, fuck Adidas.
500,000, bro. Can you believe that? That's a good day at work right there.
That's a good year.
That's a good That's a good 5 years for a few people, bro.
Yeah,
for me included.
Yeah,
that's a good like 10 years.
That's a good 10 years. Yeah, for me, I'm like I'm nowhere near there right now.
Shit,
Fuck
yeah, bro. That's insane. So that was cool. That's a cool little piece of news. I'm just kind of blowing through these because it's
Nice.
already long. Ducati Supreme, they
Nice. What
dropped the
they drop?
actual
Like a bike?
motorcycle.
Yeah. Oh,
They
fire.
dropped a whole suit, like
Nice.
a
Like a
whole
bike suit.
suit.
Yeah.
They dropped the jacket. I think the
Sick.
suit and the jacket you could only buy if you bought the motorcycle. So, yeah,
Well, because they have to sell a motorcycle.
yeah. So it was like you can only buy it if you buy the motorcycle. I saw like a YouTuber saying that one of his friends is like connected with the guy at Ducati or something, and he asked him for one of it, and he called him broke. He's like, nah, you're not getting the fucking jacket, like.
I mean, Ducati's like top tier motorcycle brand. That's like the
That's the thing with
Lamborghini of.
Supreme, is when they collab with anybody, it's the highest of their because Supreme means highest,
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when they collab with anyone, they're going with the best of the best.
Yeah, yeah. Ducati's like the best fucking bikes out there. Like they're the fastest and like the. I just like that's the top brand. That's the Lamborghini, like literally a bike. So
And then they did couple T-shirts, like one that has like a cartoon guy like riding a Ducati, says Supreme underneath
that's
it.
kind of cool.
They had one that I think just said Supreme on the front, and on the back it had like stacked logos, kind of like my hat, like you know how the NASCAR does those stacked logos and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
fire.
That was a cool one. They had a couple hoodies and stuff, some gloves, Ducati gloves
Oh
that
nice,
dropped. That was
nice.
cool. Gloves are in right now, so I feel like you can really make money off gloves.
Yeah.
Some cool pieces, just Ducati Supreme pieces. Nothing really.
Like
Just
it's a hype drop.
yeah, it was cool, but like like that's a thing where like I'm not gonna buy like a Lamborghini Supreme shirt because like I don't have a Lamborghini, So
Yeah.
like maybe if they made a fucking Geo Prism, Supreme shirt, then yeah, I'll buy it. But shit, bro, I don't got a Lamborghini and I can't afford a Lamborghini, so I would just look corny walking around with like a Lamborghini hat,
Yeah.
like
That is kind of crazy, like walking around with the Porsche hat or something. You know, you own a Porsche.
Yeah. I get it though, like the people that are like, I'm gonna buy this hat and then like in the future I'll own it, then I can wear it, but
Oh, okay.
like I'm not gonna wear it right now. Like
Yeah.
I get the motivation of like I'm
No, that
gonna
is
look
true.
for it
Have
and
it
I'll get
hanging
it
up
when
and shit.
you
Yeah.
know. But I'm not gonna buy a Lamborghini hat currently in my current this year, this day, right now. I'm not
No.
buying a Lamborghini hat. And I kind of wanted to talk about tour merch, a little bit about tour merch and like how do I say it? How to make good tour merch and all that. We can say that for next week. So we're
Okay.
gonna leave that cliffhanger for these
Oh,
people.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna say that for next week. We can have a good conversation about how to make good tour merch, what makes good tour merch,
Yeah.
your favorite tour merch that you've seen,
Okay.
and then we can probably just go through and like best tour merch over the years and kind of just see,
I think that's what I probably over the years it's probably like not been as good. I think like
yeah,
back then they would go all out on
better, and then
merch.
kind of but even like Travis Scott was doing kind of some crazy shit for a while there, but now it's some
It's like
bullshit,
bullshit. Yeah.
So that's what we could talk about. I feel like next week that's a good conversation to say for then.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't think we'd go this much into like into depth with like the event
Everything,
and
the event, yeah. It was a
everything we
fucking
learned in that one day.
yeah. It's an experience, bro. Hell yeah, man. That's
I
just sick.
also like one more thing is everything you're making, be yourself in it.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. A lot of people telling me like, "Oh, you're just so funny," like And I had some friends come through and just tell me like that I haven't talked to in a few years, but they tell me like, all your clothing is you, bro. When
Yeah.
you make anything, it doesn't seem corny. It doesn't seem forced.
It's
It
just
doesn't
natural.
seem. You made it because that's you. Like what you like, and that was cool to hear from them. Like, damn, like that's crazy that you guys understand that. Like
Yeah.
everything I'm making is just who I am, and I'm not making some shit to sell it. I'm making some shit because I like it genuinely.
Yeah.
I had to put people onto what Triple H was.
He
We fucking love you guys. Thank you for tuning into
said, "What's
episode
Triple H?"
31 of the Word on the Street podcast.
Yes, sir.
We fucking love you guys. And yeah,
Thank
have
you
a
guys
good
for the
day.
support. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
MBG, peace.
And if your sister's single, please give her number. Please give her my number. Please.
911.
911.